Hello.
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 Today we're looking at people and how to describe them.
How can we describe Kevin?
Well, he's short.
He's short and well, he isn't fat, but he isn't slim either. What can we say? He's of medium build.
Yes, short and of medium build.
Just a minute. I am not short.
Well, you certainly aren't tall.
Okay, I'm not tall, but I'm not short either. I'm of medium height.
Okay, medium height. Now, what can we say about Kevin's hair?
It's a very nice brown color.
He's got short, straight brown hair.
How would you describe yourself, Natalie?
Well, I'm quite tall. I'm slim. And I've got long, curly blonde hair.
This is Kevin. He's short. He's of medium build. And his hair? He's got short, straight, brown hair. What about Natalie? Well, she's quite tall. She's slim. And she's got long, curly, blonde hair.
What do you look like? How would you describe yourself?
Physically, I am medium height, medium weight.
Brown hair and hazel eyes. And I'm 5'4" tall.
I have long brown hair and it's straight. And I have green eyes. And I'm not fat and I'm not skinny.
I've got blonde hair, my eyes are blue. I'm 5'4" and I weigh 112 pounds.
I'm short, middle-aged, a little bit overweight, but fairly happy.
How do you describe someone you don't know? Someone in a photograph, for example. Where do you think he comes from?
I think he's Italian.
How do you know?
Well, he looks Italian, doesn't he?
He could be Mexican.
He might be Brazilian or Greek.
Or Turkish.
What about his age? How old is he?
Well, he must be over 17.
Why?
He owns a car, doesn't he?
He's older than 17. He must be at least 25.
Are you sure?
Absolutely sure.
Well, he's certainly over 20.
He looks Italian.
He could be Mexican.
He might be Brazilian.
He must be over 17.
He's certainly over 20.
This is it, Shakespeare's house. This must be Shakespeare's living room.
Yes.
And that must be Shakespeare's typewriter.
No, it can't be Shakespeare's typewriter.
Why not?
Because Shakespeare didn't use a typewriter.
Didn't he?
No, he was a busy man. He probably used a word processor.
Oh. This must be Shakespeare's armchair.
And this must be Shakespeare's son. Hello, Mr. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare? What are you talking about? Get out of my house.
Well, I like Shakespeare's house, but I didn't like his son.
Let's join James Brady and Julia Marsh. They're looking for ways to advertise Carl Schiller's new educational computer.
James, you know that model agency you went to see when you were in Manchester?
Yes.
What did you tell them?
I asked them to send us photographs of children from 12 to 14 years old that we could use to advertise an educational computer.
Well, they sent photographs. But most of these aren't children, are they? I mean, look at this one.
What's the matter with him?
Well, he's too old. He must be at least 18. He could be 23.
I don't think so.
He must be. He looks like a professional footballer.
It says here he's 16.
It can't be. It must be a mistake. And look at this one.
She looks great.
Yes, she looks great, but she doesn't look like a schoolgirl, does she?
I don't know. Schoolgirls look like that these days.
She doesn't look like a schoolgirl who enjoys using a computer. She looks like a rock singer. And it says she's 14. She can't possibly be 14.
What about this one? She looks about 14. She looks intelligent. And she looks like someone who enjoys doing homework.
James.
What?
That's a photograph of me.
Oh.
And is it
It says here he's 16.
He can't be 16. It must be a mistake.
He can't be 16. It isn't possible that the boy in the photograph is only 16. He looks much older. He can't be 16. It must be a mistake.
Chris Owen is a director of a model agency. It's called Elite Premier, and it's mainly for female models. The agency finds models for advertisers, magazines and fashion designers. The people at the agency who deal with the models are called bookers. What kind of models do they look for, and how do they find them?
We have quite a good scouting program, and a lot of the bookers will constantly, when they go home in the tube or if they're going away on holiday somewhere, you know, it's part of their job, and they look for a look that they think might or might not be worthwhile. This is a card that all the bookers take around with them. They keep in their handbags. So if they see a girl on the street that they think is particularly interesting, you know, they can take it out of their pocket, their purse, whatever it is, and it gives the would-be model a feeling of reasonable security, that it's a bona fide agency with pictures of girls on and a telephone number that they can call afterwards. And that's just one of the little things that we use to help us scout. And we have an open door policy. I mean, anyone wants to come in. They come in, we can assess them. They don't need an expensive portfolio. They don't need anything really but themselves and perhaps their mother or father to reassure them. And they can come in and they'll have an expert assessment, basically. I can show you a book of a very new girl to give you an idea, the sort of pictures that come just from testing. And then gradually she'll start doing shots for Looks magazine, for example, 19 young girl magazines. We look for a girl around 5'8", who's got symmetrical features, you know, nice eyes, nice mouth, and girls with great personalities as well, and, you know, good professional attitudes. They get there on time, they do their stuff, they keep they keep the client very happy, and the client books them again. That's the sort of girl you're looking for.
So they sent us an order today asking us to invoice them. So we have to send the invoice and then we have to wait for them to pay.
So all I have at the moment is the 16th to the 20th. Now I won't know until end of next, well, the middle of next week. Okay, Andrea, take care, bye.
If you do that one, that's for this test next weekend. She's really good. Next weekend.
This girl here, Kathy, is half Chilean and half English. And she was scouted in a shoe shop in the King's Road. She was working there. And she has a very exotic Latin look. She's a very beautiful girl. And again, has a good personality. She's got a dark coffee skin, dark hair. And she looks great with her hair up. She's a nice neck. She's a good profile. And photographers will like that. I mean, it creates a nice image. And I think that, she's going to do very, very well, this girl. Very nice. This is another girl here, Joanna Rhodes, who's was discovered in a model competition with Company magazine. And she's one of the top English models. I think a lot of English models don't necessarily look English. For example, Susie Big. She might be Spanish, she might be Italian, she might be South American. In fact, she's very English. I think that there's a great satisfaction in finding someone, grooming them, putting them on the road to success and, watching them grow, not only in terms of their career, but in terms of their personality, their character. I mean, the change you see in some of the models over a 2 or 3 year period is quite astonishing. And you can get a lot of satisfaction from that, I think.
Lots of tall, slim, very beautiful women.
And that's the end of the programme.
David?
Yes?
Do you think I look like a model?
Well...
I mean, if you saw a photograph of me and you didn't know me, would you say, hey, he could be a film star?
Yes, Kevin.
Natalie?
Yes, Kevin.
Yes, I think you're right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.